Hello everyone, I'm Guillem from Boldo. In today's feature short, I'll show you how to create and integrate new assets into your architecture and cartography in Boldo. Before we start, a quick reminder. In Boldo, an asset is simply the basic building block of your cartography. It can be an application, a business process, an AI agent, a data object. Basically, it's the raw material of your model. And what's really convenient is that you can create assets from almost any page. Let me show you the three most useful ways to create assets on Boldo.
The first and most straightforward method is through the inventory. Here you can see our full inventory. With the Create Asset button, we can add a new element. For example, I'll create the application Boldo. Since we're in the applications inventory, I can then add a description, configure various properties, mark whether the application is critical for the organization, and of course, connect it to other assets using relationships. I validate, and the application appears instantly in our inventory at the center of our single source of truth. This is the simplest way to enrich your inventory or get started when you already know the list of assets you want to document. The second method is to create an asset while you're editing another one by adding a relationship from an existing asset. This is useful when you're documenting something and realize an element is missing. Here, I'll open the 360-degree page of the Boldo application. We can start from here, or from a nested map, or even from another inventory view. On this 360-degree page, we see that the asset has no relationships yet. So let's add one. For example, we want to assign a responsible team to the Boldo application. I search for the architecture team, but since it doesn't exist yet, Boldo suggests creating it directly. I confirm, and the architecture team is now created as a new asset and linked to Boldo. This method is ideal when you document your architecture as you go, building it step by step through relationships. Another very efficient way to create assets in Boldo is directly from the global search bar. For example, here I can create a new application, a team, or any other asset type in just a few seconds. I select the application type, fill in the key information, validate, and the Boldo app is instantly added to the inventory. This is especially useful when you're documenting your architecture on the fly or when you want to move fast without navigating through multiple pages. Finally, the last method, and often the most enjoyable when working visually or collaboratively, is to create an asset directly from a diagram. Here on the left sidebar, you'll find all the types of assets you can drop onto the canvas. We start from the Boldo application, which already exists. Now let's expand our view. We want to show that Boldo is fed by a CMDB, in our case, ServiceNow. But that ServiceNow application doesn't exist yet. So I drag a new application node onto the diagram, give it the name ServiceNow, and validate. You'll notice it appears with a striped pattern, meaning it only exists on the diagram for now, not yet in the global inventory. To integrate it into the single source of truth, I simply click this button. Now ServiceNow is fully part of our inventory. Next, we want to connect ServiceNow and Boldo with a data flow. I create a new data flow asset, define the direction from ServiceNow to Boldo, and add it to the inventory as well. The visual stripes disappear, meaning it's now fully stored as an asset, and we've built both the assets and their relationships directly from the diagram. So, whether you start from the inventory, from an existing asset, or from a diagram, you have three ways to create assets depending on how you like to work and how mature your cartography is. Thank you for watching this tutorial.